Stencils are one of the easiest ways to add detailed designs to your cakes, but they can also go wrong really quickly if you don't know the tricks. In this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to make and use cake stencils step by step, plus advanced techniques, and troubleshooting on how to fix every common mistake. Let's start with the basics. Making sure your cake has straight sides. This really matters. If the sides aren't straight, your stencil won't sit flat and your design will smudge. Chilling the cake before you frost it will prevent your cake from leaning. Frost your cake and smooth the sides, and then chill it until the buttercream is firm. This is essential. If your cake is soft, the stencil will stick and pull the frosting off. Now let's make the stencil. You can draw your design onto parchment paper and cut it out, or trace it using a phone or computer screen underneath it. To apply the stencil, hold it flat against the cake and spread buttercream over it. Try to spread inwards rather than outwards so you don't push the frosting underneath the edges of your shape. Then use your scraper to smooth and thin the buttercream. You want a thin, even layer. Carefully peel the stencil away. You can peel from both sides towards the middle, or push down against one side and pull the other side towards it to prevent it moving or shifting as you peel. If you need to, tidy up the edges of your design with a toothpick. You can also add a border around the edges with piping or sprinkles or coloured sugar, like I'm doing here. Once you've got the basics, you can start getting more creative. For a blended effect, use multiple colours, spreading them side by side, and then you'll blend them together as you scrape over them to smooth the buttercream before peeling the stencil off. For a more elaborate design, use two stencils, a simple shape with a pattern underneath it, and after wrapping both of these around a cake, spread and smooth coloured buttercream as usual. But when you peel the stencils off, your design will be a shape with a pattern inside. Use a different layering technique for characters or scenes. Apply one stencil, chill the cake, and then add the next. By layering the stencils on top of each other one at a time, you can add more and more details to the design. Always chill in between stencils so that you don't damage the previous details while they're still soft. Outlining sections makes designs stand out more and makes the edges neater, especially when there are lots of details and colours. Add texture over a stencil, like I'm doing here with this goat. Texture makes the design more interesting, and who doesn't love more buttercream on a cake? Another way to make your cake more interesting is to add sprinkles or coloured sugar. It's a good idea to wrap parchment paper or wax paper around the bottom of the cake first, so that falling sprinkles or sugar doesn't stick to the bottom of your cake. Add sprinkles or coloured sugar around the edges of a design to give it an outline, or press them against the buttercream before peeling the stencil away to completely fill the shape. Small sprinkles like nonpareils work best for this, so the design stays clear and readable. Now let's go through what can go wrong with cake stencils and how to fix those problems. If your design smudges and the outline is messy, it's because your stencil moved before or while you peeled it away from the cake. Use a toothpick to tidy up any smudges, scraping them off, and as long as the cake is really cold, the frosting on the cake will stay firm and won't be damaged as you scrape over it with the toothpick. If you spread buttercream too thickly over a stencil, when you peel the stencil off, you'll leave uneven edges on the design. Spread your buttercream thinner for neater results, but sometimes you do need thicker buttercream, like when you're covering up a dark colour with a lighter colour, or adding a stencil detail over the top of texture. And in this case, if the edges of your design are uneven, you can use a toothpick to tidy them up. If you take a long time to spread and smooth buttercream over a stencil, your fingers pressing against the stencil to hold it still will warm up the frosting underneath, and you'll leave fingerprints behind. So if you're new to stencils, pin your stencil in place the first few times while you get used to the technique, so you can work slowly without worrying about leaving those fingerprints behind. If you're wrapping a stencil all the way around a cake, straight sides on that cake are essential, otherwise the stencil won't sit flat and the design will distort. If you're reusing stencils, clean them between uses so that leftover buttercream doesn't transfer onto your next design. And if you're layering stencils, make sure you wait long enough in between the layers. If the first layer isn't fully set, the next one can ruin it. Let's finish with the most important tips and tricks for cake stencils. Always chill your cake before and in between stencils. Cut your stencil neatly. Messy edges in the stencil will show up on your cake. Spread buttercream inwards, from the edge to the middle of your stencil, and then swipe away sideways instead of pulling off straight and lifting the stencil with you. Move your fingers as you hold the stencil to avoid leaving warm fingerprints on the cake. And when removing the stencil, peel carefully, either from both sides towards the middle, or press on one side and pull towards that side to prevent the stencil moving and smudging the design. So now you know exactly how to make and use cake stencils to create simple designs, and also advanced techniques, and how to fix the mistakes that can happen along the way. Tell me in the comments what you're going to stencil onto your next cake, and visit my cake school on BritishGirlBakes.com to learn hundreds more cake decorating techniques and designs. See you there!